In the US, there was over 1 million guns stolen. 1 million guns stolen in the US in 2023. There's some cities like Detroit that had over 40,000 firearms stolen from civilians. This is out of control. But you know what? You only have yourself to blame, because there are certain things that you are absolutely doing where you're just begging somebody to come and jack you for your gun. Now, before we get into this, I do want to take a moment and thank Victory Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Kansas City, Kansas for not just supporting this channel, but being the hands and feet of Jesus Christ, which is why they are such a great fit for us as a sponsor. Because they're not just in the car business. They're in the business of building orphanages all over this world, building food pantries, building battered women's shelters. So I'm going to put their link below. Check them out. Check out their Giving Hope link. And look at their different ministries. Because if there's a ministry that's particularly near and dear to you or just tugs at your heart that they're engaged in and you're in the market for a car, I recommend you buy a car from them. They can ship it to you. And a portion of those proceeds go right into those ministries, not just all of it going into some rich car dealer's pocket. That link is below. Now, there's definitely some things that you can do that is getting your gun stolen, that's making you a target. And we're going to talk about a couple of them. I'm going to start by saying that I strongly believe that your guns should always be on you or locked in a safe, period. No other scenario do I recommend. And no scenarios there are guns just laying around or guns just kind of stuffed under your car seat or whatever, around your house, that sort of thing. On you or in a safe. You want multiple safes around the house? So be it. But here's the things that make you a target. Number one, open carrying. Now, there's a couple things I'm going to say about open carrying. I'm all for it, open carry. But there's two things that you're doing that make you a target when you open carry. One, if you have a holster that's not very restrictive, meaning it's really kind of loosey-goosey in there, or it's just stuffed in your belt loop or something like somebody's going to take it. Like unless you have eyes on the back of your head, and you're constantly scanning the room for people coming up. I mean, just YouTube, people getting their guns stolen from their holster. It's everywhere. All sorts of people getting jacked for their guns. Now, here's the other thing is have a high retention holster if you're going to open carry. But the other piece is I'm going to ask you a question. How often do you train on keeping that handgun while you fight with somebody trying to take it from you? How often have you done that? Because police have to do it. This is part of their training. They have to fight for that gun as training. Now, I've had friends in the police department who said they've actually, the training is pretty brutal. Like they're getting punched in the face, they're getting their eyes gouged, they're getting kicked while somebody's trying to take their gun, and they have to keep it. So again, I'm going to pose a question. How often do you train to do that? How often? My guess is never, ever, period. And just be real about it. Again, I like the idea of open carrying, but I just don't, thieves are ruthless. They are so bold now. I think you're just asking for it. You are just asking for it. So if you're going to open carry, high retention holster and train. Sounds strange, but you really should be training on how to fight somebody off of your gun. You just should if you're going to open carry. So I'm going to recommend that, don't flaunt it. Just don't flaunt it, because that's what people want. They see that target, they want the target. They're going to go after it. And especially if you look like a soft target, because they're obviously not going to get and approach you where you see them. They're going to get you from behind. So, again, if you're going to open carry, high retention holster, and I recommend you train to fighting people off of your gun. The second thing that makes you the biggest target, and this is the worst one of all, just foolish. Most guns stolen in America are stolen out of cars. And here's the reality. If you're leaving your gun in a car, that's pretty stupid. Let's just get real. It's stupid. Now, I understand that there's times that you have a gun on you and you're going somewhere where you cannot bring a gun in. Well, there's a couple very simple things you can do. You could buy a safe for your car and attach it to some sort of metal in your car. That way, nobody's going to take your safe and nobody's going to take your gun. I have a safe in my car. If I have to leave a gun in my car, I leave it in a safe, which is attached to the car. So, this is a very affordable thing to do. You could pick up a safe at Cabela's or Walmart or online. I got some I'll recommend. I'll put them in the link below. But get a safe for your car. It's just foolish, At the very least, lock it in your glove box. At the very least, lock it in your glove box. But, here's the thing is a thief wouldn't even be breaking into your car trying to get a gun in the first place if you weren't advertising that you had a gun in the car. How do you advertise you have a gun in the car? By putting pro-Second Amendment stickers all over your car, putting little guns like SIG. Here's my little family of Glocks that I got. That's how you tell people you have a gun in your car. And what these thieves do is they target places where they know people can't bring their guns in, like arenas and that sort of thing. And they just drive around the parking lot while you're enjoying your concert or football game or basketball game or whatever the case may be. And when they see a SIG sticker on your car, they're for sure breaking into your car. And chances are there is a gun in there. They know how to do this. They've been stealing millions of them for the last year. So just wake up to these couple little basic things. I know I'm going to get a little flack back for that open carry. You want to honor your Second Amendment, right? Open carry. Just know, I recommend if you're going to open carry, that you have a high retention holster and you actually train fighting somebody off of that gun. If you're going to put stickers on your car that advertise you have guns in your car, you're an idiot. You don't take them off. Don't let people know you're an idiot. And if you're going to leave a gun in the car, lock it away. Just buy a metal box that has a key that opens it. They're real cheap. They're real darn cheap at Walmart, and just bolt that thing to the frame of your vehicle. You're good to go. Put it in there, So there you go. Those are my, you do those two things. I think, I can almost promise you almost every single gun that was stolen in America was probably in one of those scenarios. Or was left around the house while their house was being broken into and not locked away in a safe. Those are going to be your major ways of getting your gun stolen from you. And the big one, putting stickers on your car, you're just begging for it, begging to have your gun stolen. Any thoughts or insight on any of this, definitely put that below. I do want to take a moment and say that most people that watch this channel, they're not subscribers. Click that subscribe button. It greatly increases the algorithm and our ability to get these messages out. That link is below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests, and never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.